It is July 1st, 1509. We have revoked the privilege. And of course, I'm going to show you guys how we did this. But first, I want to give you guys a sneak peek at part 2. And if this video hits 1,000 likes, I will go ahead and release part 2. And you guys can see it's 1582. We are Aztec culture. We have high American unit tech, negative 75% core creation cost, and 90% province force for cost. And my mission tree is a monstrosity. We've got generic missions in here. We've got HRE missions in here. We've got Aztecs missions in here that have arrows that lead to nowhere and coming from nowhere. If you guys want to see what that's all about, let me know by liking this video. If it hits 1,000 likes, we'll go ahead and do that. If you guys enjoy this, please consider subscribing. With that said, let's jump into the video. We're going to start by checking if Burgundy is friendly. In my case, he is. We also want Poland to be neutral, which he generally always is. We'll go ahead and ally to Poland day one. We're going to start by turning off our maintenance and multiplying forts, as we're going to be waiting a bit before we go to our first wars. Here's a look at my estates. No mana privileges yet, as we need 40 crown land for a mission. Go ahead and seize land. And the mission I'm referring to is balance the estates. So we need 6 loyalty with all 3 and 40 crown land. And then after that, we can grant the mana privileges. I'm going to grab a level 1 advisor in each group. If I can fire radical reforms, that would be nice. It's like that could be a possibility. That's not super important. Also going to go ahead and focus military. For rivals, it's going to be Bohemia, Venice, and France in a few months. I'm going to start building a spy network on Provence and improving relations with Burgundy, but I'm not going to roll marry or ally Burgundy. We'll go ahead and ally to Brandenburg, Trier, Palatinate, and Saxony. However, since Brandenburg and Saxony are rivals, the relations are a little bit lower, so I'm just going to go ahead and insult each of their rivals. And that gets our Secure Electors mission complete. We're going to be going for the HRE path, so the first path. I'm going to go ahead and ally to Castile now, as well as Aragon. Then I'm going to remove some of those Elector allies, so Trier can go, and the Palatinate can go. I'm going to go ahead and build both sects up to a nice 12-4. And if you guys are wondering why 12-4, it's because Levick said so. That's all I need. I'll go ahead and ally to Castile and Aragon. And let's get rid of some of those Elector allies. We don't really need those. But I'll stop my relations just shy of 100, so I don't have to get a negative penalty when I attack him. And I'm going to dev the gold a bit. So I'm going to fabricate a claim on Lorraine. I'm going to start getting a spy network on France now, as well as Burgundy. And I'm going to go ahead and declare war on Lorraine. Start building a spy network with Bohemia. And be sure you occupy at least these 2 provinces before Burgundy declares war. Oftentimes you'll see Burgundy declare war on Provence as well. And you kind of want to make sure you steal at least this province, or rather these 2. We got the Austrian silver mission now that we dev'd up to 7. That's going to grant us the silver mine, which gives us local good produce +1. And it also reduces the depletion of the gold chance. I'm going to end the war with Provence. I'm going to take these 2 provinces and then make him cancel overlordship over Lorraine. Take a little bit of money as well. And then I'm going to fabricate a claim on Burgundy's capital. I'm going to fabricate a claim on France. I'm not going to corp these 2 provinces. I don't really want them. It's just a means to get into range of Burgundy. I'm going to end the war with Provence. I'm going to be taking these 2 provinces here and then making him cancel his overlordship over Lorraine and some money. I'm going to fabricate a claim on Burgundy's capital. Go ahead and declare war on Burgundy. Call my allies. I'll go ahead and call on Castile now that I have the favors. I'm going to ask Aragon to reduce opinion of Burgundy. I'm going to curry favors with Aragon. Maybe he can join in during the war. I'm going to scornfully insult Denmark to make Burgundy happy. I want to be his friend after the war. I'll go ahead and grab the Grand Company just to secure this war is nice and easy. He's got quite a bit of guys. So crushed him on a battle there. We're going to go for his capital now. That is the war goal after all. I got a breach and there's no fort, so I'm just going to assault. We siege up Burgundy's capital now. It's just a matter of getting enough force score to piece him out. All we're going to need in the war is just his capital. So as soon as we can do that, we're good to go. I'm going to demand unlawful territory in Strasbourg, trying to steal Mulhouse. Unforgivable. 6 guys over here I'm going to try to wipe out. They're just standing there waiting for me. Respect. And they're dead. I'm going to go and end this war. And I'm specifically ending the war near the end of the month, because I don't want him to rival me before the month tick. So we'll go ahead and take his capital. And the reason we did this is because it moves his capital into the HRE, which improves our growth because there's only 3 provinces that are not in control of member states at this point. So what I'm going to do now is just return Burgundy's capital, and then I'm going to return Bar and Lorraine. But before I do that, we'll fabricate a claim on France, but then we're going to go ahead and return province up here. And it's important you do this in the right order because this province isn't in the HRE, so make sure you return Verdun and then the province below it. And you'll see straight away Burgundy is friendly with us, so we can actually ally him. Let's go ahead and ally to Burgundy. And I'm going to continue to dev the gold a bit more. I've gone ahead and removed 1 fort over here, and then I'm going to get rid of the mercs. And I'm going to be fabricating a claim on Bohemia. I'll go ahead and declare war. I'll call in my allies. And I'm going to grab Mill 4 as well. Should have a bit of advantage in the war. Looks like he removed the fort in Prague, which is a win for us. We're just going to go and start sieging these two forts straight away. Got the sack of Prague, that's fine. I'm going to go down and hit Florence here. Looks like Bohemia is trying to get Prague back. He's still sitting on Mill 3 though. I'm going to improve my relations with Brandenburg for an upcoming mission. This is going to be this Imperial Ascendancy. They changed it so if they have 100 opinion of you, you don't have to attack them, so we can now stay allied to Brandenburg. I'm going to fabricate a claim on the Papal States and then grab that diplomat, and we're going to get rid of some of those lingering elector allies, like the Palatinate. And Bohemia is still sitting on Mill 3, so I'm just going to go ahead and bully him here. Yeah, we're just going to completely crush him with full stack pipe. I'm going to go for a battle over here as well. Again, he has a military disadvantage, so things aren't going to look so good for him. He did retreat this time, however. That's okay. We'll try to chase his army down. And there they are. It's probably going to be a stack wipe. Yep. I'm going to fabricate a claim on Venice just to keep my options open. I'm not sure that I want to attack Venice, but I'm also not sure that I don't want to attack Venice. I'm going to get warps, trade, and money from Florence. That'll be helpful for the Raid in Italy mission, so we don't have to get relations with Florence anymore. It appears the Burgundian inheritances happened. It is a bit earlier than I would have liked. I would have liked to do a war where I could have fed some of France's land to Burgundy. That way I could get land without getting AE, essentially. But it is what it is. So wait till the end of the year just so the improved relations will tick at the end of the month. But I'm going to go ahead and grab these 8 provinces, being sure to grab the gold and Prague. You can see there'd be quite a coalition, but I'm hoping that France won't be able to join at the very least. But even if he does, I'm not that concerned. I'm going to concentrate development to my capital. I'll go ahead and release Moravia as a subject so he can help core up some of that land for me. And I'll go ahead and grant strong duchies. I also should have done this earlier, but I'm going to seize land. And I need to get my loyalty with the church back up. And I'm going to go with ministerial promotion for the advisor cost. And I'm going to go ahead and grant Moravia some more provinces. I want to keep Prague for the Great Project and Eger for the gold. Other than that, I don't really have the admin points to core the rest, so I can just give those away. I'm not going to complete this mission now, and I'm also not going to complete this mission now because they both give Imperial authority, and right now, I don't really want Imperial authority because I'm going to be overextended and I won't be able to pass next reform until those finish coring up anyways. I got the event in Spain that has Habsburg throne. That's just for having good relations, and Castile has no heir, so that's pretty nice. And we got the union with Hungary now. That's pretty nice. I'll go ahead and grab the balance of power. And the new effect of this is a negative AE impact per diplomat level, which is pretty nice. Although I'm currently too aggressive for that to matter. I've gone ahead and dev'd the gold over here up to 15, but more importantly, 30 dev for the province. That's going to give me my age of discovery ability, a large city. I'm just going to dev a little bit for crown land here. I need to get back to 40. There we are. So now I just need to get my state's loyalty to 60 and we should be good. I'm going to start improving relations with different people that are upset. I'm just going to collect trade from Rhineland, just like on established communities, because people are very upset. I'm going to swap to a diplomat advisor just for a second, to see if I can pass these reforms. We're really close. So there we go. We can pass our first reform. Took us 60 authority because people were so upset, but that's all right. I'm going to go ahead and promote this culture here, and I'm going to go ahead and full state those. I'm going to summon the Dia here, just so I can finish my mission, finally, which is going to be balance the estates. And now that that's done, I can go ahead and grant the mana privileges. So I'm just going to grab all 3 mana privileges here. I'll go ahead and boost my stability to 1. And now I'll grab the advisor privileges. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab the enforced unity of the faith, as well as religious culture. And we've got enforced religious unity here. We just need to do everything we can to convert this province. I'll even exploit dev to make it a little cheaper. We may need to get our stability up as well, but we need to find a missionary strength advisor, so we will get working on that. There we go. With all that, we are able to start converting, although our conversion is not super strong. If we had a bit better stability, that would help. Currently, it would take about 9 years, but if we do get some stab events, or even if we just stab up, that should be helpful. I'm going to grab this mission here. We can click this to make Hungary incorporated. And that is a weird way to kill my heir. Didn't realize that was going to be the case, but we'll take it. But it's going to give us an incorporated PU on Hungary. And it's basically a PU that doesn't cost a relation slot, and you can annex them cheaper. It also gets rid of this negative privilege you have, a house divided. You kind of just don't have to worry about that. I'll go ahead and grab Reclaim Burgundy. It gives us a little authority. And we're going to want the bottom option, of course, because we want to be able to inherit Burgundy. I'm going to try to fix my relations with Trent, because I want to murder him. Well, really, I want to get Bohemia into a war, because I need him to lose some provinces for a mission, Imperial Ascendancy. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I will influence Trent. Perhaps send him a gift. The Shadow Kingdom, and of course we're going to be selecting to reign in Italy. So Trent lets the coalition, that was a mistake, Trent. It is war. So yeah, I'm just going to declare war with Trent immediately. We'll call him Poland and Aragon, sure. I just need Bohemia to lose some land. Not to me, just in general. I guess I lost my missionary strength advisor already. Unfortunate. I'll get a new one. Chosen to reign in the Italians, of course. And the Prussian Confederation event happened. And one thing to note is that when your opinion of the Teutons reaches 100, you'll get that event. You want to make sure that event doesn't fire until he's lost his war with Poland and Danzig. At any rate, I'm going to make Bohemia release some nations here. A little bit of money. That allows us to do Imperial Ascendancy. The reason that's significant is because if Rome is in the HRE, you get a modifier that gives you missionary strength and imperial growth until the end of the game. So my thought process is, let's just take Rome, get the mission complete, and then give it back. So I'm going to go ahead and just wipe peace this war. I don't really want the extra aggressive expansion at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and grab an Italian ambition here. And we can choose between a peaceful approach or a subjugation CB. And normally I would pick the peaceful approach, but I want to try the subjugation CB. The reason being is I don't actually have to subjugate them. I can just make them lose a war. And that might be easier than having to get all those relations up. Just a thought. This might be not ideal, but I want to try it. I'll go ahead and declare war on the Papal States. And we have some of the Italians in here as well, so that's kind of convenient. I'm going to focus admin. I'm definitely in need of admin at the moment. Boost my stability back to 1. So I'm going to go ahead and get war reps, trade power, money from Saluzzo. I'll brace institution, mill 5. So I'm going to get words, trade power, money from Bologna. I suppose I can get the decline of Hungary, and I can get the royal Hungary. Which, funny enough, kills my heir. So it's a very weird way to abdicate. It does remove the privilege of House Divided, though. War ups, trade power, and money from Ferrara. And now I'm going to take Roma, war ups, and money from the Papal States, which could be slightly aggressive, but you know. The whole point of this is because I want to add Roma to the HRE for a mission. I'm going to make sure I improve relations with different people in Italy. Also, I need to get the coalition to die down. So now that the Teutons have lost that land, I actually want to improve relations with them and try to get them into the HRE. Also, I'm going to buy indulgences to make the Papal States like me a bit more. I'm going to be fixing those relations eventually. I'm not planning to hold on to Rome long term, but I'm going to go ahead and grab the Crown of Bohemia now. It appears my heir on Castile's throne was killed, so it didn't pan out well for us. I'm going to go ahead and add all provinces to the HRE, and the point of doing that is to add Rome to the HRE, so I can go ahead and grab this mission, which gives me plus 10 opinion of same religion for religious diplomats, as well as plus 2 missionary strength till the end of the game, and imperial growth modifier till the end of the game. I'm going to grab a Crown of Bohemia now, which will give me plus 10% imperial growth modifier. And I'm going to grab Reclaim Burgundy, which of course is going to give us some imperial authority. And we can either choose to not be able to get the inheritance or to get some admin points. So definitely take the admin points. The Teutons want to join the HRE. That's perfect. I should probably try to get a second vote, so I'm going to improve relations with Trier. And for my tier 3 reform, I'm going to do Expanded Royal Court, grab admin 4. It's going to be important that I get admin 5 as soon as possible. I'm going to save my diplo points up so I can quickly invest in those ideas. And you can see when the Teuton order mission complete, it gave me a little too much authority. That's okay. Currently, we could easily pass the reform, so we should probably use some of our authority to bestow some Imperial Grace. I'm just going to find a couple coalition members to bestow on. So just going through and just Imperial Gracing a couple people. Mostly people that are in coalition with me. So you can see I got a couple people out of the coalition. So now we're down to 50 authority, and we're going to go ahead and pass that second reform. This will give us an extra diplomat and some diplo rep. I'm going to go Justified Wars as my first age ability. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on Italy a little bit here. Since I have those CBs, I can just go to war with those guys. That's the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and declare subjugation on Savoy. We'll call them Castile and Brandenburg, sure. I'm going to go ahead and start the Golden Age. The sooner the better with the Golden Age, in my opinion. I have a bit of money lying around, so I could build some churches. The Ottomans just declared war with me. Well, they declared war with Moldavia, which I guess is a subject of Hungary, I didn't realize. Suppose we'll call on our allies. Wasn't really planning to fight the Ottomans at the moment, but the Ottomans had other plans. France intervened in the war against the Ottomans, so things are getting really awkward now. But I will grab Mill 6 and Admin 5. I'll go ahead and pick up influence ideas. Start getting those going. I'm going to get Warbs, trade power money from Luca. I'm going to have Savoy cancel subjects, release nations, and Warbs, trade power money. Just all the things. Mostly he just needs to take an L, so I could rein him in. France is a bully for intervening, but I'm going to call my allies in. Don't really know what to think about this war, other than we outnumbered them, I guess. We got our causes just, which is lucky. And no, I did not scum save for our causes just in case you're wondering. Grab this half off level 3 advisor for admin. Trying to get through influence so we can get the extra 10% here, but that'll take a bit of time. I'll go ahead and ask France to annul treaties with Naples and the Ottomans, and perhaps some money. Although I probably shouldn't have taken the money, that just makes the truce longer. So coalition's died out. We'll grab Admin 6 here. We can probably build some workshops. Poland quit. What a jerk. How dishonorable. Ottomans are crushing my subjects' armies, unfortunately. I should be able to kill the Ottomans' armies here, hopefully. Oh yeah. I'm gonna grab integrated elites here. And most importantly, this is gonna give you that diplomatization cost and imperial growth modifier. We're getting 0.5 a month at the moment, which is pretty crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and end the war with the Ottomans. I'll be creating a little defection area here and making him return provinces to Albania. And I'll take the provinces from Serbia as well. Get a little bit of money. So I'm gonna grab the Ottoman menace for defeating the Ottomans. I get 5 professionalism. Guys, gonna give me permanent claims on the Balkans. I'm gonna go ahead and declare on Bosnia, co-belligerate Serbia. I'll grab Admin 7. We just about can get cannons. I'll be picking up quality for my second idea group. I'll get war with trade power, money from Silly for war taxes, second age ability, full annexation with Serbia, and full annexation with Bosnia. I'll grab liberate the Balkans. Gone ahead and provoked the Bulgarian and Byzantium separatists. So rebels have done their thing, I'm gonna start killing them. But I kind of forgot about the HRE, and I have 63 authority, which is not what I was meant to do. Got distracted. But I will release Bosnia, and I will also release Serbia. And then we'll pass that third reform. I did waste a bit of authority there, but I was distracted by the rebel scenario. I should get some authority when these guys join the HRE. I'm going to force Serbia and Bosnia to be Catholic, and they're going to join the HRE and give me some authority. Just kidding, there's no connecting path. So they're definitely not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and grant Serbia this land now because I don't really want it. And that way I don't have to core it. I'm going to go ahead and build some cannons now, just 4 in each deck. Going to ask Poland to reduce opinion of Venice. The Emperor died, that's fine, we get some authority. Going to insult Bologna so that this guy will like me more. I'm trying to reign in Italy still. There we go, I can go ahead and reign in Italy now. Get that nice imperial authority. I'm going to grab a Diplo Rep advisor. I got some extra Diplo Rep from this idea as well. Should be just a few months until I can get my next reform. So grab my 4th reform here. I'm going to return Rome now and see if he joins the HRE. Alright, the Duchess of Burgundy dies. I'm going to go ahead and return 1 province to Burgundy, so he'll join the HRE. We got the Pope of Rome incident, and of course I'm going to let him join the HRE. If I have 4th government reform, I'm going to do expand temple rights. Grab the Week in France mission. Okay, so the Pope joined the HRE. I was hoping I'd get the Burgundy joins the HRE event, but maybe that won't work because he was already not in the HRE. That's fine. It was worth a shot, but no big deal. Go ahead and declare excommunicated ruler on Zara. Well, on Venice, but the war goal is Zara. My goal here is I need to make him return Imperial land, but also I'd like to connect down here. Defections are about to happen, so I need to be ready. So Bulgaria defected. I'm going to go ahead and declare war on Bulgaria. I'll just grab full annexation with Bulgaria. I'm not going to bother coring anything because I'm going to release them. And there's Byzantium defecting, so declare war with Byzantium. How did Venice manage to get these provinces? I don't know why, but in this patch, I've seen Venice get these provinces a lot. I'll go ahead and fully annex Byzantium. I'm going to go walk over to Corfu in hopes that I can get to Venice's capital. Sometimes I've seen it work. Listen, I'm Corfu. You want to trap me? Grab Avenue here. I'm going to focus military now. 065 air. I don't love it, but it's not the worst. Hey, we somehow made it to his capital. I have no idea how. And they assaulted it. Wow. Love to see it. In this war, I'm going to have Venice return the HRE land, return the Papal State land. I'm going to take these 2 provinces and its capital, and that should be good. I'm going to go ahead and release Bulgaria, as well as Byzantium. I will go ahead and force all of their religions. That leaves me with 3 provinces to core, and we can do that. But I'm going to declare on Albania straight away, mostly because I want to pull Venice back into the war. Venice was guaranteeing Albania. And for this mission, of course, create the council. Pretty OP. Go ahead and white piece Venice for a short truce. I'll white piece the Papal States. I'll go ahead and annex Albania. And then I'm going to release Albania and force his religion. I'm going to declare an imperial ban on Holstein. Call my allies. We got really lucky and got the Papal State. I'll take it. I had like an 8% chance. Once again, guys, did not save scum for this. Finnish influence ideas here. I'm going to have Denmark release Holstein and some money. So I'm going to add some provinces to HRE over here. I can't pass my reforms when overextended, so I'm unfortunately going to have to give away Bendig. I meant to be coring this, I just forgot to. I'm going to go ahead and just grant Bosnia a couple provinces. I'm going to go ahead and grab Perpetual Diet. And I should see all these other nations join the HRE in a second here. As you can see, we got 24 authority from all those nations joining the HRE. Now I'm going to declare war on Brittany. The reason for this is because he has Saluzzo and a PU, so he's blocking me from completing a mission. So he is that is the one province under the control of a non-member state. I'm also going to declare war on the Ottomans, just because I have a mission to deal with the Ottomans. The sack of Constantinople, sure. And I got secure Croatia now. So I'm going to have Brittany cancel the overlordship of Saluzzo. So I'm going to end the war with the Ottomans. We're just kicking him out of Europe, taking Constantinople, Cephalonia, and making him return the to Crimea. That looks good to me. So that will give us the Scourge of Europe, which does give us missionary strength till the end of the game. So the final mission here, the Emperors of the East, is going to turn Byzantium into the Latin Empire, give us 10 authority and plus 0.05 authority growth. So very solid things. I'm, of course, going to give the Latin Empire Constantinople. And I'll be able to grab my first centralization perk here. I'm going to go ahead and declare war on France and call in Castile and Brandenburg. I'm going to build some more guys. I definitely should have done this earlier. Call in Poland. I got a gold rush, so that's convenient. I'll just recruit about 60,000 more guys. Make it a little overkill. I'm going to fully annex Burgundy. And what I'm going to do is actually release Burgundy up here. I realized I need to release Burgundy in a province that wasn't in the HRE with the instant to fire. So I made a little mistake there. I'll have Naples and Newell with France and get money or ups. I'll have Lorraine and Newell with France. Go ahead and wipe peace Genoa. I'm going to end the war with France, taking these provinces here. I'm going to go ahead and release Gascony, Bourbonnais, and Orleans. At this point, it's fine to be above the relation limit. I know I'm way above the relation limit, and it's annoying, but we're only 2 reforms away from having no penalty, so it's not a huge deal to be over a limit for now. So that is looking good. I'll grab military engineering for my 5th reform. I'm going to go ahead and grab curtail the Imperial Estates. Now I'm going to grab defeat the French, which is going to give us a little authority. And we're also going to do the Imperial border, which will give us some more authority. All I need to do now is hang out for a bit. We get 0.64 months, so it's not going to be long until our next reform is ready to go. I'm going to release Flanders for just a little bit of authority since those weren't in the HRE. So you can see there I got 249 authority for that. Now we can get our second to last reform. This one fixes our Diplo slot problem. And of course, the Papal States will pick this option while he'll leave the HRE. So now it's just a matter of waiting for the revoke. We get tons of authority. We don't really need to do anything. We almost gain an authority a month at this point. So we really don't need to do much, but just wait until we can revoke. I'm going to go ahead and grab Shift the Balance. This will unlock a privilege that gives me extra Diplo rep. We'll go ahead and grant that. I also got the University of Vienna done. We'll be less likely to be struck with plagues. Very nice. I'm going to work on developing a few provinces for a mission. Got the extra Diplo rep here for getting this idea nearly done. And I'm just trying to develop Prague a bit for a mission. Trying to do the Imperial capitals, get a little bit of Imperial growth mod and Diplo rep. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that mission now. And that will give us the extra Imperial authority growth and some Diplo rep. Just a little bit. So 1505 is the first date I could revoke. I'm not going to, of course. We're going to wait a few more months because we don't obviously want 27 people voting against us who wouldn't be our subjects. So I'm going to go ahead and revoke the privilege. It's going to be a full revoke, all 82 princes. This was done in 1509. Not bad timing. Not the best timing, but I'm sure it's going to be fine.